The 2 semesters abroad are, in this study program, probably the thing that stands out the most. You just stand out so much when you say, hey, I studied 2 semesters abroad and it was integrated. I did not have to study longer because I went abroad, which is also something a lot of people are inhibited to do because they say, hey, I want to finish in 3 years, and if I do that, then I'll have to study longer. And this was not at all. This was so well organized.
It doesn't take too long till your stomach gets used to the new food.
Hi, my name is Ati.
I'm Marlon, and we studied International Business Management at Hochschule Fresenius. I think the study program of Hochschule Fresenius is really pretty much representing the modern trend, where it's not just about where you studied pretty much, but what you did during your studies. I was always interested in sustainability. There was a student project during the 3rd semester. It was called Student Sustainability on Campus. And there we had to come up with an idea on how to further or support sustainability on campus in the long term, and which led me into founding an own green office, which is still here. It's a sustainability office. And it was such a cool experience that it led me into this track of going into this direction of sustainable ideas.
I think we also had a lecture about like a whole in the last semester.
Yeah.
We had a lecture called, which was just about sustainability. I remember ethics and sustainability.
Yeah.
What I very much liked about this study too is that there was a very, very diverse curriculum. So you had from digital marketing to digital management or strategic topics, but also all the classic themes like microeconomics, financing. So when you just look at the curriculum, there's a lot of variety in the topics they teach.
It all adds up. You have these very practically oriented courses, and you have very flexible schedules, which gives you time to do a student job during your study program, which I did in a hotel, and which was one of the points that helped me getting an internship at a company during the Corona times, because the hiring manager liked that I worked at the hotel, and this was also something related to the study program. You have a lot of practical elements, that you have very small study groups and there's a lot of interaction, and all the lecturers, they come from practice, and so they know really what they're teaching.
Very few lecturers were actually full-time teaching, so you could just know that they knew a lot about current topics and what is going on in the economic world, not from 100 years ago, from all the theories, but also, hey, what happened yesterday and how can we just connect all the topics together from what we're teaching now.
I spent 1 semester in New York first and then in Shanghai afterwards. Both completely different experiences. I mean, both cities are completely thriving. So you have New York with that energy, and then you have Shanghai, where as a Westerner, it's a completely different culture.
I studied in Shanghai as well for a semester, and then I studied organizational psychology in Sydney, which was the main topic there. There is so much organizational effort behind this that I didn't experience at all, because everything was so well organized and everyone knew exactly what you had to do, so it was just very minimal effort to just turn in the papers the Hochschule needed. Also, somebody from Hochschule Fresenius accompanied us for 2 weeks too in Shanghai, so that was very, very nice to have someone there who could just guide us and then prepare us a little bit, and then they left us on our own to make our own experiences. The thing that you can go abroad on study on the 3 continents just gives you the opportunity to connect with people from so many different countries. When you finish study and you were able to maintain those friendships and to really stay connected with these people from all the different countries or continents you were at, this is also a big value added to this study program. Keep those friendships, keep those connections maintained.
I would recommend that to any future students that they should be open to all the offers around the study program, all the courses you can do, all the programs you can participate in. I mean, you can do language courses, whatever. There's so much that's around that really helps you for the future, helps you develop your character, and just makes the whole experience a lot more colorful. So they should be open to that. Look around 360 degrees and then just see what you can do. So that at the end, when you finish your study program, your experience is really unique among all the others. If you're interested to study at Hochschule Fresenius as well, check out the website.
Write an email or comment in the section below. We wish you all the best on your study path. Bye.
Bye-bye.